This message is for my Taurus out there, or Taurus cross watcher. I'm gonna put this over here because she's right there, and if I look at her and start talking to her right now, she's gonna want to play, so I have to just keep going. Although she's so cute, look at her. I have something right off the bat for Taurus here. I'm hearing Ford Taurus. Anyway, Taurus or Taurus cross watcher. Also remember, this isn't everybody's message. Please make sure that someone here is not using you for something, whether it's to make another person jealous, for your money, for your status, for your something. This could also be past tense for some of you. This is something that did happen, but for the most part, I feel like this is something currently, and a lot of you, it's going to be romantic, like that type person. But it could also be someone in the family that could just use you for, even if it's not for your money or status or whatever, but for your help constantly, which is fine. You want to help, but just don't get taken advantage of. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm getting. Don't get taken advantage of. I would think you'd probably know. I just think that you would know. I think you would sense it. You would see it. Like, you're not stupid. You know what I'm saying? You're not fucking stupid. So I think you would know. But you'd be surprised. I mean, even the smartest person can be fooled, can be tricked, can be manipulated, especially if your heart's involved, you know? So just be careful, because that's the whole message today. At least in this one, that's what I'm getting. It's just something about somebody. You know, the main one I got is that, especially if you're in a newer relationship, make sure, newer as in a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, whatever. Newish, not 10 plus years been together. Just know, because I don't know, I feel like someone's genuine intentions, it's possible that they like know what you have to offer. Look at you, for one. It reminds me of a Capricorn message I just did. Like, I'm getting that vibe for you, like you're very attractive physically, okay? And it's not all, but this big part of it, I mean, you're hot, you know? And it's strong here. I got it in Capricorns. And that's a plus. Plus, you're very good with, I don't know, your security somehow. Like, you're really good with your security. In some way. Doesn't mean you have a lot of money, but the majority of you just, you know how to make your money, yeah. So, I don't know, I just get that maybe either they may want to make an ex of theirs jealous. That's a big one. They will never admit it, but I'm telling you right now, pay attention and you'll see. You'll see. They want to make an ex of theirs jealous. I'm hearing rub it in their face, especially if you ever get a sense that they could be trying to flaunt you in some way, especially if they think their ex will be watching or would know or has to see you in some way. But aside from that, it could be their family, you know, if someone's trying to make their family member jealous, like maybe they're in competition with a sibling of theirs or something, or siblings, or their mom and dad, or I don't know, but this person like does not want to be without. They don't want to be a loser is how I hear it. Like, this could be a masculine, but it doesn't have to be. They don't want to be like, they just want to be looked at in society like everyone else. There's a connection to all these messages today. In Aries, I got something about someone who just always feels like a loser, really. Like, that word didn't come to me in that one, but yeah, I picked up on that Elliot Rodger guy who did those murders in California. I believe it was in California, and he was an incel and could never get women and whatever, and so he murdered people. And then I picked up on Wade Wilson, whatever his fucking name is, that asshole who murdered those women and then tattooed his face or something, or whatever. Give a fuck about him. But I picked up on those motherfuckers and that type personality of a man, or the way oh god, what was his name, Chris Watts, that type guy, where it's like clearly like Ted Bundy, they don't come off like that at first, you know, but deep down there's this, I don't want to be a loser. Maybe they've had a lot of try and fail, which that's all of us, right? I mean, that's not going to narrow it down, because any type of the people who've succeeded the most in life now, at some point, they had a lot of failures before they got there. You know? That's why you should never really be jealous of somebody, because you don't know what it took for them to get where they're at. It took them a lot, you know what I mean? Like, to get where you're at, it took you a shit ton. Yeah. You've been through hell. You've been through a whole lot of hell. Maybe even a really bad heartbreak, too, that damn near killed you. And so it's, like, fucked up. several heartbreaks. It doesn't have to just be romantically. Yeah. But you're here. You're doing your thing. Very much reminds me of Aries' message. Like, just you find a meaning. You make your own meaning. You keep going. You know, even though you see the truth of shit, which I know that you do, it's just, but you keep going. And this type person, they're very, like, oh my God, I have a great example. I just watched this movie the other day, which I love art, and you guys know, I get excited. I get excited talking about any type of art. Like, I love art, I love sculpting, I love all kinds of art, not just painting and drawing, but art, period. I've never been to a real art gallery. Like, I went to art galleries, but not like a big, nice, like, art gallery. I would love to do that. There's so many things I want to do. It makes me so happy, my soul. Anyways, I watched this movie the other day called Big Eyes, and it's about this artist, oh God, Margaret Keane, right? Well, her name became Kane, or Keane rather, because she had married this man who ended up being a total fucking douchebag, but she had a daughter prior, right? So some of you could be single parents to a daughter, or maybe a son, but you could have more than one child too, or you will. Anyway, that's not for everybody. Some of you don't have children yet, but you will also. Anywho, so what was I saying? Big Eyes. Yeah, so in that movie, it was just basically talking about her life and what happened to her. So she draws. Have you ever seen those paintings? Some of you may be aware of who she is, but she did those famous paintings of all the people would have big eyes. She usually drew and painted a lot of children, and they would have really big eyes. They could even have tarot decks about them. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure I've seen a tarot deck like that where they have the really big eyes. That's what she did. And so first marriage didn't work out, the father to her child, and so she got with this other guy whom really kind of rushed her into the marriage, rushed her into the relationship, rushed her into moving in together and all this, right? And then he wanted to put his name on it because she was like, obviously the artist, the genuine artist behind everything, and the brains. That's how I see you. I have chills. 100% I see you as the genuine artist, whether you're a male or a female watching me, and they fucking know it. You're like that one where it's like, oh, they're broken. Like, maybe they found you at a time when, maybe if you don't want to admit it or not, that maybe you were, you know, you had a hard time trusting again. You had a hard time trusting people because you had been fucked over before, and just kind of, you know, but you found a fucking way. And because that's what you do. That's what a Taurus is. You find a way. They make a way. You kind of rule Earth, really. Like, you're grounded as fuck, you know? And so you want to know somebody that knows how to make their money and knows how to make their way in life? Talk to a Taurus, right? You don't have to be a Taurus. I can't acknowledge it because she will get really hyper. And if you heard her in Aries, she was tearing shit up in here. She got my sunglasses. She got my shoes. Anyways, so as life has been tearing you up, you know, you just found a way to keep going because that's what you do. Taurus or not, male or female or not, whatever. So this person saw that in you. I mean, they're a businessman, I'll tell you that, or a businesswoman, like they are at heart, but they just don't succeed, and they never really have the way that they wanted to. So when they see you, it's like, oh, Taurus, the money maker, or the, you know what I'm saying? And at first it's like, oh my God, this person really loves me and they really support me. But then it slowly starts becoming more about them and less about you, and it never really was about you, but you felt like it was. Just be careful. I'm not saying that's what's happening to you, and some of you this isn't even your message, but if you feel like it is, it might be, you know, where just be careful. Now, let's say it's not romantic. Just be careful that you're not being taken advantage of. She's getting hyper again. Oh, fuck. Slow her down, Scotty. She's losing it. She's shaking the shit out of her. She's got my shoe again, and she's shaking the shit. Oh. Okay, anyway. Just make sure you're not getting taken advantage of. So basically in the movie anyway, in Big Eyes, you gotta watch it if you haven't seen it. It's really cute. It's a cute movie, and plus I like it. Anyway, so she well, the bitch took her power back, damn it. And she's still alive to this day, by the way. She's still alive. He died. The second husband, he ended up dying miserable. And he still maintained to the end of the fucking movie. Dude, still maintained in real life, even up to his death, that it was his painting all along, that he was the one painting it. Although, anyway, he's a liar. But he maintained that up until the moment he died. Like, this is a liar, right? Some of you are around a liar. It's true. You're around a liar, and a very, very master manipulator, we call it. Hell yeah, you are. Man or woman, you are around this person right now. They are in your life. If you resonate with this movie, you are around them quite often. They are a master manipulator. Could be a partner. I'm hearing things. Oh, that sounds awful. I'm hearing they over-exaggerate their accomplishments. So this person that is around you over-exaggerates their accomplishments. And you may find out over time that there are certain things that when you weren't around, before you knew them, right, they didn't actually do. They didn't actually do those things. Accomplish those things, have those experiences. They definitely make another person look bad too. There's someone that they really don't like that they talk bad about. Oh yeah, sorry. I'm being drawn to the fact too. They may even hide a child or children. They keep them from you, at least, or they don't tell you about them, or they do tell you about them, but they make up why you can't see this child or why you never have. Yeah, or something like that. That's not for everybody, but in the movie and even in real life, because remember, we're talking about the movie. This actually happened in real life to this lady, this artist, this Margaret lady. Fucking amazing. She's a force to be reckoned with. That would be crazy if she was a Taurus. I think she's actually a Gemini, but don't hold me on that. Anyways, let me not get off topic here. I love talking to you guys. So, yeah, there was one scene in the movie where she was sitting with her daughter, okay? And his daughter walks in and he's like, yeah, honey, you could tell that his own daughter was uncomfortable with him because he probably wasn't in her life. He probably wasn't in her life hardly ever and did it, but then he acted like when she came in, he was like, oh, honey, here you go. Like he was just the father of the fucking year. But he never really gave a shit, and you could tell by the way his own daughter didn't want nothing to do with him. You know, she was old enough, the kid looked like a teenager. She was old enough in the movie to want something to do with her dad, but she didn't. You could tell. You could tell. You know, he was like, with this woman, done married this woman, the artist, the genuine artist, Miss Margaret. He married her, acting like they had this little family together. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, he actually has another kid he ain't taken care of, and then tries to act like father of the year. You're gonna find out something, okay? You're gonna find out something. Or if this is all reversed, this could be an ex of yours whom you have a child with, and they done up and left you and act like your kid is kind of like whatever, but they're not father of the year, are they? But they act like they are, or mother. This could be a woman. And then meanwhile, they got some shit going on, somebody they're talking to now or whatever, and they don't even tell. They either don't tell them about their kid or y'all's together, or they do, and then they over exaggerate. It's a lie. Somebody's going to find out, and it's going to be after someone's already too deep in. Now remember, that's not everybody's story. Not everybody's got kids here they're hiding or but somebody is over exaggerating. Absolutely. Some of you are just going to hear about this. It doesn't have to be a relationship that you're in or somebody you're entertaining. Could be someone like an employee of yours, or someone you work with or around, a neighbor, maybe a parent, in-laws. You're going to find out something, and it's going to be like, like even Kaylani, like you saw her face. I saw it in my peripheral. I have amazing peripheral. Like, see, it's all about seeing something. And maybe when you first witness something, you may not need to like let on to it that you know, that you witness it, that you realize that you see. Because what good's it gonna do? They're just gonna fucking lie. You know what I mean? They're just gonna lie. They're gonna lie. They are. They've been lying the whole fucking time. They've been over exaggerating the whole time. You know, anyways. So I see her in my peripheral. She's trying to get it, but she even agreed. She was like, So yeah. Where we at? So I think that's the message. That's the message here. Some of you, it's a sibling of yours. They're a fucking liar. Boy, I'm so sorry. That was really harsh, but that's the truth. They're a fucking liar. If not a parent of yours or a step parent, but it's like a sibling of yours. A brother, I'm hearing. That's a fucking liar. And there's something to do with, they're a parent, this brother. It could be a sister, but I think it's a brother. And there's something to do with their child. One of their children, or I don't know. But and this person's in competition with you, whether you know it or not. That's for somebody. And you know damn good and well if this is your message or not. Meaning, I feel 100% that I just got the nail on the head so many fucking times. Like, this is a super specific message for somebody. It's like a group of Tauruses that needed this, or cross-watchers. Whew, man. Like, they're actually not happy. Although they're pretending to be. They're like playing house with somebody, but they're not fucking happy. They've never really been happy. They're just, I don't know. And there's like a disconnect with a father here. Maybe even a mother. Maybe both. But it's just, there's a disconnect with one of y'all's parents, at least. And they... I don't know what that is, but it's like affected them throughout the years. I don't even want to say this. Like, I really don't want to say this. Because not all of you have siblings, but I'm just getting what I get, right? Or not all of you have brothers, whatever. But I'm going to say it. Some of you are actually, even if it doesn't appear that way, because it seems like for some reason, I get this feeling like you may even, I don't know. I just feel like I almost don't want to say it. Why do I not want to say it? Like, that's not me. I just say it anyway. But it's almost like you've been held to a different standard. I'm sorry. Like, you've been held to a different standard than your siblings, brother, sister, whom the fuck ever. And you're actually kind of, even if it doesn't seem like that, because it's almost like they expect more out of you, but you're the favorite, even if you don't seem like you are. You are. Yeah, you are. If you're an only child, or maybe it just seems like you're an only child, whatever that means. It's as if you're an only child, but maybe you are actually an only child. They hate your fucking ex. Especially if you have kids with this person. They hate this person. They fucking hate them. Or there's a child of yours that they think is in trouble. That would be if the child's older, like an adult now. But for the most part, they hate your fucking ex. Totally hate them. All right, I'm done. This is great. This is a great message. Like, I felt it's great because it's clear. I love when they're clear and I get what it is. You know what I mean? But just, yeah, be careful. Just watch around you. Somebody definitely doesn't have your best interest at heart. It's about them and only them. It is. And you won't see it up front. You haven't. But you felt it. There was times, and you will get to a place where eventually you look back and you're like, wow, like hindsight's 20/20. You know, you'll see. But don't beat yourself in the ass. Don't beat yourself in the ass. That's unless you want to. I mean, that's your kink or whatever. But you know, I mean, because that happens to all of us. Like, it happens to all of us. I mean, you could be the like best psychic ever. You could be like the most in tune person ever, and I mean, that shit still happens, you know, so, it's like I keep seeing a visual. I know I said I would go, but I keep seeing this visual, and I picked up on it in, I don't know if it was in Aries, but I picked up on it in, like, maybe, Pisces or Aquarius. What is it to do with the police here, or cops, or, like, the law? I see. What is that? Do you know what I'm talking about here? Or something to do with, like, I see a badge. I'm going to leave that there because I don't know what that's about. But something to do with that. I'm hearing militant. Could have something to do with an officer, an actual officer, or even military connection here. All right, I'm going to go. Thank you guys for being here with me, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.